is Jaya, and I'm a lecturer here at SUSS. I teach health psychology, performance psychology, health and well-being, as well as health coaching to the students here at SUSS. So my background is actually in healthcare, so I work in healthcare. What my studies was is actually in sports science management as well as health psychology. Work-life balance, as it says, is really just looking at how we are able to cope with both work, have our 100% given to work, and after that, take a break from it, right? So having that balance, so your life requires 100% of you, your work also requires 100% of you. So making sure that it doesn't bleed into each other, that's probably what work-life balance is. I think in the Singapore context, we are a very fast-paced country. A lot of times you are expected to be on all the time at work. Even after work, we have very good modes of communication. We have WhatsApp, we have Telegram. So chat is always happening at the work front for work, even in your personal timings. So I think that's the reason why people find it a challenge to achieve this work-life balance. Also, a lot of Singaporeans work very long hours, so that also bleeds into their family life, or that also bleeds into their leisure timings. So that could be a reason why people find it a little bit of a challenge, especially in Singapore, to achieve this work-life balance. I think now a lot of people are using the term work-life integration, not so much of a balance. There has to be a psychological barrier in between these two things. If I'm done with work, I'm taking the train home, just zoning out would be a psychological barrier so that you are starting afresh after that. Now you're no longer at work. Having a psychological barrier will be helpful. If you're working from home, if my work desk is here, switching over to another side would be a physical change. That would be helpful for that distinction between your work space and your physical life space.
So when it comes to studying, I noticed that it's very important to have a dedicated workspace. In my house, there's a corner where I have my desk, I have my chair, and my computer, and all my study material. It's great because basically when this is how you can differentiate the time that you need to study and the time where you shouldn't be studying. When these don't overlap, basically I think you become more productive and you optimize your studying better this way. Having this kind of setup is really good. Works for me.
I think some people may not understand the importance of sleep or how critical sleep is in one's health. I think a lot of times it is, I want to do what I want to do first. I'm unable to watch my favorite show, or I'm unable to catch up on all these things that I don't care, sleep can just wait. Anyway, the next day morning, I'm still fine. Even if I don't manage to hit my 7 hours of sleep, I'm still able to function perfectly well the next day. Doing this over a very long period of time, making it a chronic thing, can be very, very unhelpful or very unhealthy for one's health in general. Sleep is very, very important, not just for mental functioning, cognitive functioning, but emotional well-being as well. You have a sleep routine, so on and so forth. So those things are definitely helpful.
During this exam period, you realize that without the right amount of sleep, you just cannot focus in the day, you just cannot get all the things that you want to study about, everything. You can't just can't get into your head. For me, I don't sleep at a specific time. I don't try to sleep very early. I just try to make sure I get 8 hours of sleep. My routine before I sleep, just to make sure I get good rest, is you can notice that my iPad, right, the tinge is a bit yellowish. Not sure y'all can tell here, but yeah, I always set those blue light filters, right, because they always end up disrupting the sleep. So I always need the blue light filters on to keep myself well rested. Yeah, I usually try to keep the room dark just to help myself get to sleep faster. So this is my follow-up video from last night. So I just woke up and you can see the timing is 10:02. So it's a little bit later than I would have liked to wake up lah, because I did set my alarm at 9. So I slept for about 9 hours-ish. Yeah, but I would say that the longer I sleep, the more energized I feel, the more rested I feel when I wake up. Yeah, so this is definitely you feel so much livelier compared to when you sleep 5-6 hours in a day lah. Yeah, so I learned that like a long time ago, and that's why now I'm doing this routine where I get at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep if I can. So yeah, you feel really good. You wake up feeling like you can take on the day. Yeah, and when you're studying, when you're doing tasks that require more mental effort, you find that it just flows like much more smoothly. Yeah, so this routine definitely works for me.
The other thing could be at work, if you're able to achieve that cut off, like, after this time, work is done, I want to spend more time on my personal life, because work will never end. Your health may deteriorate, right? If you don't have your health intact, how are you going to be working and how are you going to be productive? So I think understanding that segregation would be helpful. And once you understand that, or once you feel that that's an important thing in your life, then that could help sort of overcome this revenge.